live from Los Angeles. Welcome to Good Morning, LaLa. I'm Dr. Erin.
I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jessica Moye. I'm so excited to co-host Good Morning, LaLa Land, coming to you live Monday through Friday on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter as America's first live streaming daily talk show.
And today's all about hashtag Wealth Wednesday. We've got an epic show in store for you. It's all about pets today. It's about love pets and finding your cause and turning it into a business or a nonprofit or whatever it is that you desire.
I love it. It's helping people.
True wealth.
Helping
Like
pets.
the song at the top of the show, big money.
What?
There were some
Not an
risque
accident.
words in there.
Not an
Good thing
accident.
we're live, right? Online.
I'll never forget, I started manifesting from a young age, which really I'm not a big manifester, but I say this because my friend Katie used to walk around singing this song, and she'd sing it in her sleep. Do you remember the I want money, lots and lots
Oh my
of
gosh,
money.
yes. She
I want to
works.
fly in the sky. Literally, she'd spend the night at my house, and she would sing it in her sleep. What? But now, as I get older, I realize that true wealth is not all about the money.
Blah, blah, blah. So we want to know, did she actually manifest a lot of money?
I sure hope so.
You don't know?
We're still in the... My good friend Rob Mack official says that sometimes manifesting takes some time, so we're still pending. It's pending. It will come.
It's in process.
Yes, but we're processing.
Okay.
But wasn't that a long time ago she said that? She was
Oh,
singing
we
that?
started that when we were like 4.
What's a long buffer time?
So,
We're still learning our lessons.
there is the law of growth when it comes to manifesting, but that's a whole other show. But usually it shouldn't take that long. I don't know, just saying.
Says the self-made millionaire. She would know. She would know.
No.
You would know.
No, so today's all about, we have amazing interviews with people that are truly committed. I think they're truly angels.
Yeah.
And pets are near and dear to Los Angeles. No matter where you are in the world, I am a true believer that how our culture treats their animals is a big reflection of where they are in their consciousness.
Yeah.
I love that.
The community of LA really celebrates and welcomes pets, though. I mean, you can go to the grocery store or have lunch at, a 4-star restaurant, and there's always going to be an adorable animal.
It's true. It's
And
a
you can now
requirement.
have, right, you can have those, I don't know if they're like collars or things they put on so that you know that it's a pet that's helping you for mental whatever, and you can bring him anywhere, right?
They're I'm working shirts. Have you ever seen that? It's so cute. We have a pet that works here at the studio, our mascot Zoe.
Love Zoe.
And we had a great photo shoot with Love Pets Photography. We're going to show you the interview with Glenn, the owner, and Coco later in the show. And it was so fun. It's just animals bring such light and such spirit, right?
Yeah, and they really help you be to be present.
Yeah, it's funny with the animals. You always feel like you're doing something, even though you're not doing it.
It's
You're like, "Oh, the little animal run."
I always have this
Not
vision
good.
that when I'm like older, I'm going to have 2 to 5 dogs. I've thought, okay, but my life really, my son just moved out of the house with us the last few years, so I'm like, I'm not doing any commitments at this point in my life as far as, that goes. So, but I really love dogs. I love animals so much.
Jasmine Dustin, the interview we'll show you later in the show. She's got 5 dogs, one of which is a senior. She's up all night. I mean, she's like got a family.
Yeah, it's a full house there.
Yes, it is. But she's an incredible model and influencer, actress as well. And she created Cause for Paws, which is really, really cool.
So cool. What a cool woman. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, she
she's
does it all.
gorgeous, and then you start talking to her and you're like, oh my gosh, how can somebody be that intentional?
Well, talk about cool woman, too. I mean, Jasmine Kimball, hello. Her husband was in the band Toto, and now she's got Saving Canine Lives Plus, and she was actually the charity that rescued our mascot, Zoe. So we're going to show you an interview with her and her friend Sylvie Bordeaux, who created Muffin's Halo, which is a great way for pet rescues to actually be able to save blind animals as well.
It's incredible to see that video of the little puppies like walking around. They're blind, and when they get up near a wall, they instantly know it because of the halo. It's
So
incredible.
cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to the Vanderpump place for the puppies over on 3rd?
haven't.
It's a little over the top. It's literally very shishy, and you walk in and they have all the collars and all the different trinkets for the dogs, and then they rescue dogs, but only like the cutest of the cutest dogs. And I mean, I can't walk in there because I'll cry because I want a dog.
Yeah.
But
you start
it's so
instantly
adorable.
hearing the Sarah McLachlan song.
Yeah,
in your
totally,
head.
right?
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Rob, don't talk about that.
yeah.
It's giving me tears. But what song I
tough.
do want to talk about is the Nail and Bone cover of the Pink song, What About Us? And we have an interview with them later in the show. The creator, Steve Weissman, and his partner, Melissa, were here, and they were telling us all about the polish for purpose, right? And they have this incredible nail polish, and proceeds, 20% of the proceeds actually go back to local animal rescues here in LA.
Yeah, and just
so
recently,
cool.
probably a couple of weeks ago, Halle Berry posted about the nail polish and everything like that.
Yes,
Super
the
cool.
Mouseketeers and Mia. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Very cool.
I
Very
love
cool.
that people are being thoughtful, speaking of Thought Thursday, thoughtful and conscious about products right now. And that's all the trend, all the rage.
Right. So there's a whole group of people across the world called creative cultures. It's a huge movement. It's actually people who are conscious in their business, and it's actually a coined term that people are using for anybody who really wants to give back and whatever. And I think that at the core of most human beings, we're all good, but I think it's something new in business to say we can use commerce and we can use consciousness to make a difference, whether it be through pets, through whatever it is that you're up to.
Double bottom line.
That's right.
That double bottom line.
That's right. So you guys, stay tuned. We're going to have 3 and very inspirational stories about how people turn their passions, their love, their cause, their purpose into ways they're giving back in life. So stay tuned. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into This Week in Focus. My name is Victoria Simone and I'm a producer here at Focus TV Network, which is America's first video streaming talk show network, but you already knew that. And today I have my girl helping me out.
I'm Jasmine Ye, co-host of Good Morning La La Land.
So last week on the Focus TV Network, we had the season premiere of the LA Home Show hosted by
Natasha Phillips.
We had Live It with Tanya Memme
and Robert Ferguson.
We also had hashtag Harry and Kelly and What's Good, hosted by Amy Paprath and Justin Walter. Jez, who was on your show.
It was a great week in La La Land. We had some serious talk with the creator of the Girl Talk Network herself,
Sarah Pendrick.
some real insight with our favorite psychic and the creator of the Soul Playground, Michelle Miche, and the gorgeous ladies of Leone Candelli.
Hot. Thanks for tuning in to This Week in Focus. My name is Victoria Simone. Jez, thanks for helping me out. Bye.
I'm Jasmine Moyer, co-host of Good Morning La La Land, and in case you missed us live, this was This Week in La La Land. I've got my associate producer, Victoria Simone, to help me walk through. On Monday, we had licensed marriage and family counselor, Ms. Elizabeth Winkler,
Who specializes in mindfulness and meditation.
We celebrated hashtag Transformation Tuesday with Derek Warburton.
You mean Derek Fabulous?
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
On Wednesday, we had the creators of Leone Candelli.
Hot.
Hot. Thursday, we had a lot of girl talk with the creator herself.
You mean Girl Crush? Sarah Pendrick.
And Kara King Casey, the sisters of the Daily Soul Sessions. And on Friday, we celebrated with Michelle Miche, creator of the Soul Playground.
And Psychic.
This was This Week in La La Land.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Creators of Leone Candelli.
Hot.
How did that happen?
Fuck.
Not cute. Chin. No. Put down the paper towel. Leone Candelli.
Making sure our bedrooms smell amazing. If you could get me out of bed before 10, then you're special. You don't want what?
Robert Ferguson, I bet.
And the amazing
Amy. I'm fired.
For the ride.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. My heart couldn't be more full of love today.
Look at all these loves.
Wow, and Love Pets Photography is in the house. Welcome, Glenn and Coco. How are you today?
Thank you. Fantastic.
We get to meet your dog. Your dog wasn't at your studio the other
No,
day.
she wasn't. Normally she would be. She's there every day, except for when we're super busy. But yeah.
So earlier in the show, we mentioned that we brought our little mascot Zoe in for a very special photo shoot with Glenn. So tell us about your studio.
Well, Love Pets Photography. Look, really everything we do is about celebrating the love and connection pets bring to our lives. Just really celebrating the joy that people get from having these little bundles of fur in their lives. And at the same time, we use it to help animal welfare. We do a lot of projects throughout the year to raise funds for animal welfare and to photograph pets that are in shelters to hope, try and make them look as cute as possible and get adopted quicker. So that's really what we're about.
The studio is fantastic. We
Yeah.
went in, it's like,
It's beautiful.
it's so cool, and all the, I love how you guys don't just get just the perfect shot, some glamour shot of the dog. We also have like them in motion,
Yeah.
and personality,
Well,
which is super cool.
And that's what it is. It's all about personality. I mean, look, you can go to a lot of places and get a beautiful photo of your dog, and we'll do that, but I think it's so, I mean, what we love about them is their personalities. You know, what they bring to us, the cute, quirky things that make us laugh or cry. And they're the things that we want to capture because they're going to mean so much more to people when they see them on their walls and experience them.
So what's fascinating to me about dogs is that there's like a personality that vibes with somebody. So Coco is a lab, I'm assuming.
Well, she's actually a cross Great Dane and Pointer.
Yeah, she does look like a bird, yeah. But it's like funny because some people love big dogs, some people love small dogs. My sister loves the lab. She's been a lab person her entire life. I've been more of the small, kind of 20-pounder. So what do you find? Like, do you think that there's like personality types that like particular dogs?
You know what? I think dogs
cool
take
people
on.
like 20 dogs. No.
I think dogs take on the personality of. Well, I think it's more the energy. They're very perceptive and very intuitive, and you know, I think they take on the energy of the people that they associate with.
So it's really interesting in your story. You started with the people studio, right?
Yes, yeah, for about 20 years.
Traditional photography studio in Australia. How did that translate to pet photography?
Really, because of this one. You know, we had dogs in the past, my wife and I, and we'd gone for about 3 or 4 years after they passed away. And at one point, my wife looked at me and said, "We need another dog." And I wasn't totally sold, I've got to admit, because you know we're pretty busy. But we thought, let's go for it. And part of it was talking to adoption centres. You know, I heard lots of stories about it was either pets that had been given up because they were now old and a family's got a puppy and they didn't want it anymore. And I just thought that I just don't know how people can do that. And there was a lot of stories of abuse as well. So that was one thing that kind of really touched me. But when we brought her home, we lived on the beach in Sydney and she'd never been to a beach before. So obviously the first thing we did was settle her in and take her to the beach. And she followed us along, and then her feet hit the sand and all of a sudden she just like froze. She didn't know what to make of this, you know, sort of alien feeling. So she kind of followed us. We encouraged her onto the beach, and you know, today it's one of her favourite places. But I guess it was just seeing that transition between this scared, uncertain being to someone that's just really full of energy, life, play, and is really confident. And it was one of those things where we thought, you know, we have to do more to help animals that are in shelters find a new loving home. And this was kind of how we thought we could do that. We thought, we'll open a hobby studio, do some projects for shelters and for fundraising, but it just turned out that it was such a great idea that people loved and want to be a part of. I mean, we get people driving for 4 and 5 hours to come to the studio.
Yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with your energy and
Right.
your personality, right? And it's incredible. Have you ever had a tough shoot or tough animals that show up and it's just impossible?
Yeah, look, we've had all sorts of animals. I've photographed pet pigs, chickens, ducks, snakes. We've had a kangaroo in the studio in Australia. I know.
Kangaroo.
It was pretty wild. Most of it is dogs though. And I've never had a bad experience with a dog. I did have one attach itself to my butt one day. I jumped up and but lucky it was only a little one. It was a little chihuahua.
So at your studio, though, there's so much more happening than just the photography. So also yoga, right? With animals. Tell us about that.
Yeah, look, there is a yoga center next door, and last night we actually did have a bring your dog to yoga. So the owners were doing yoga with their dogs. And it was the funniest thing. I was looking out the window and they're trying to do yoga and the dogs are jumping up and licking their faces. People just rolling around laughing. So
that's so LA, right?
It is, yeah. And then they came in for a little shoot and we just gave them a little bit of a taster. Yeah.
Oh, and you have an exhibit coming up, right?
We do, which is also to do with animal welfare. So since we opened, we've been putting together an exhibition. The idea is people that want to be a part of an exhibition, they pay to come and have a photograph and be in the exhibition. It's $150, and then we donate that in full to Best Friends Animal Society. Wow. And so that's on the 15th of March. We're having the exhibition. I think we photographed about 130, 40 dogs for it, so it's been a pretty big project, and should be fun.
So fun.
So we had so much fun having the photo shoot with Zoe, and I would love to see some of the final photos of this sweet little angel that Glenn took. We have some we're going to show you right now.
You didn't go straight into the photo shoot. You kind of just play with her a little bit, give her some treats.
Well, like working with people, you have to build rapport. they've got to trust you enough to want to do what you want. I mean, there's no point trying to make them do something, because then their ears going to be down, they're going to be scared. We want them to have fun, so it's rapport.
And you had the flash of lights too, like you wanted to get used to that before.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. How do you build? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, obviously Zoe was a natural. So, I mean, look at that. She's a natural born model. She's probably going to get an agent.
You mean you're not giving me all the credit?
Well, I'll give you some credit, but Zoe's just got it. She was born with it.
She's got that star quality.
Yeah, no, she is pretty cute.
What were you going to ask?
No, I was just wondering how you build that trust in the beginning. I know, you made a great point that you sort of build trust with animals the same way that you do with people. And what would you say?
I think it's how you show up.
Yeah.
It's the energy that you give to them. It's just trying to get them to like doing what you want them to do. Yeah, it's kind of like working with kids, really. Yeah, if you can get a child to do what you want it to do, or what I want it to do to be what it wants to do, is more like it, then you'll get whatever you want.
Right. And you got down on the ground with her. It was like you got your shoes off.
You're all in.
There, right?
You guys all in.
If I'm not covered in hair and drool by the end of the day, something's gone wrong.
So how can people find you? How can they get involved?
Yeah, well, we have a studio on last year. I think it's in between Melrose Avenue and Melrose Place. So it's very easy to find. Our website is lovepetsphotography.com. So again, pretty easy. Yeah, go check out the website. There's a contact page. Leave some details there, give us a call. We'd love to have a chat with anyone that wants to come and celebrate their little fur baby's life and really honour what they bring to them.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your service, for all you do, and your art. You know, we're all about showcasing people's dreams and their art, and what a great way of doing that and giving back. So thank you so much for everything.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing, let me just, because this is really important to do with the rescue. The way we look at it is every 3 dogs photographed, we save a dog's life. Because it tends to cost about $500 to rescue and rehome a dog. So for people out there thinking about it, if they're thinking, well, let's go and do it, then that's what they're contributing to.
Oh, that's incredible. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more on Good Morning La La Land. Welcome back. We are live from Los Angeles on Good Morning La La Land, and today we're talking love and pets. And we have Jasmine Kimball saving canine lives today with the cutest puppies. Tell us a little bit about the charity.
Okay, we started the nonprofit about 6 years ago, but before we started the nonprofit, I never had a pet at all my whole life. My mom grew up in the Korean War, and so to her, having a pet was not important. Not when you have 4 children to feed. So my dad got a kitten one time and we went to school, and next thing I know the kitten was gone. So that was very traumatic. But years later, I was a fish health advisor, took care of koi fish. My husband, Bobby Kimball of Toto, saw this dog adoption. He says, let's go get a dog. I'm like, oh my God, who's going to take care of the dog?
You are, obviously.
He's on the road. Okay. So we went, and there was this little Maltese that was jumping on its hind legs. And I called Bobby. I'm like, oh my God, come over here. Look at this little dog. So we end up adopting him. His name was Simon. And didn't do anything. Then 5 years later, a friend of ours, Spencer Davis's wife, asked me for a little Maltese. She wanted to find a little Maltese. So we ran around to the shelter, and I saw the shelter for the first time in my life. And you can't say that you're not affected once you walk into a shelter. I mean, I went to East Valley when it was brand new, and I thought, what are people talking about? This is a great shelter. But when you go out to the county shelters and you hear the crying, and you walk and you see the puppies and the fecal with worms, and it's just horrible. And from there I started fostering, and from there I kept saying, I'm retiring, I'm not doing this anymore. It's too emotional, too everything.
But your heart was too big. You couldn't stop.
So I woke up one morning and said, okay, we're going to start saving canine lives. And that's how it started. And it started from my dog, little Simon Says, and He died 2 years ago.
I'm sorry.
So that's how the whole rescue started. But we saved medical dogs.
So I have a question, because these dogs are, I mean, they're so precious, they're cute, but they're little and adorable. What about the big dogs? What about the older dogs? How do you guys deal with those pets that need to be saved?
Okay, so we are a foster-based program, and all the dogs, and we do mainly medical dogs, because the shelter will call me. But the
What is a
issue
medical dog when you say
A
that?
medical dog is broken legs, senior citizens. This one, the shelter called me, she had severe dry eye, and we thought she was blind. And we found out later that she wasn't. I actually named her Sylvie. After my friend. And I called Sylvie and I said, I don't think she's blind, so we're changing the name. So her name is Liza, and she's totally fascinated with Prince. Yes, she is. So, and then that little one there was dumped at the shelter. He is, he was listed as a really old dog. I'm like, he's not old.
He's so sweet.
He was 2.5 pounds out of the shelter.
Oh my goodness. We have some incredible footage I'd like to share with you all from an event that you had a couple years ago with Focus TV. Let's take a look.
And Bobby used to yell at me, "One dog! Only one dog!"
I told him that already. Go ahead. To know that there are people that care this way about dogs is so important. I mean, they are man's best friend, whichever way you look at it.
I would say it's the right thing to do. Puppy mills are not good.
What an incredible event.
Wow. It took 4 months of planning, and we're actually looking for another venue now.
You're an angel. Speaking of angels, I mean, my goodness, wow.
And let's talk about this halo, Sylvie. Oh my goodness.
Well, it all began with a love story with a toy poodle named Muffin. And he went blind at 11 years old, and he was bumping into things. And I was devastated. And people were telling me, you know, you might have to think about putting him down. I said, absolutely not. And I was just determined to find a solution. So I invented Muffin's halo. So as you can see, it's like an angel wing on top with a halo, and it acts like a buffer.
Wow.
So it's really life-altering for them.
So it's for blind dogs.
Yes,
okay.
it's for blind dogs, so when they bump into something, it redirects them.
So genius.
So now they can go anywhere.
Well, we have some great footage I'd like to share with you from Muffin's halo. Let's take a look.
Getting around a dog park was not always easy for Prince.
He was very timid, scared, unsure. Are you ready?
Prince is blind, but that's okay because he's got an angel looking after him.
It's a 3-piece device that helps blind dogs navigate bump free.
Muffin's Halo is a wearable device to help blind dogs of all sizes get around with less stress.
When they hit a hard surface, it just bounces them away, so we automatically directs them.
The name was inspired by Sylvie's first blind dog, Muffin.
Out of sheer desperation at that point, despair, I just started coming up with different ideas.
And now Muffin's Halo is spreading its wings across the world.
Israel, Istanbul, South Africa, Iran.
And Sylvie wants every blind dog to have one, no matter what.
We're championing for blind dogs and bringing forth awareness for them and donating halos so they're more adaptable, so they can adapt easily into any new environment.
It's so incredible that now, because of Muffin's Halo, you can help Jasmine rescue more dogs.
Yes, Jasmine rescues a lot of blind dogs, and I supply the halos. She actually just, oh my God, baby Bordeaux, you gotta tell me.
We had a little dog that, it was at East Valley Shelter. It was 15, 16 years old. And normally, you know, you can never place those kind of dogs. There's a little 3.5-pound blind Yorkie, and it just left on Delta Animal Rescue Transport, DART. It's a whole volunteer for of airline stewardess that fly the dogs for free. So she ended up flying from LA to Wisconsin, where now she's living with a two other blind dogs, but she originally adopted them from me. And he's actually maybe up for the Dog Hair Awards, the Noah. For the
Dog
third
Hair
time.
Awards.
Hero.
Oh, hero. Okay, I was like, was there something else?
Yeah. And what's great is Noah has wheels and he has a halo.
He's born deformed.
Oh,
yeah. Well, you
he gets
ladies
around and he
are,
goes to the schools and he teaches kids about anti-bullying and that it's okay to be different. Yeah, he's
that's
really
wonderful.
amazing.
So how can people get involved? How can they find you? How can they, if someone wants a pet also, how can they do that?
Our website is savingcaninelivesplus.org. You can fill out, you can send us a message saying that you want to volunteer. We are always in need of fosters because without fosters we can't save them. Because we take so many medical dogs, most of them, the shelter calls us, they're either blind, deaf, broken legs, hit by a car, head trauma, broken pelvis, and they have to be in foster care. We cannot kennel those dogs.
So if you have a big heart and you want to foster an animal, make sure to check out Jasmine's website, Saving Canine Lives Plus.
Oh, by the way, fosters get first rights to adopt.
Yes!
So sweet.
Good.
So stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right.
Today on the LA Home Show, we speak with Billy Rose, founder of the agency, as to how the agency is so different from all the other brokerage.
To me, it seemed anachronistic to encourage agents to now go be their own thing, and they're no longer sharing their resources with the rest in their group so that they can have competitive advantage. It's always a team is going to beat an individual.
We also speak with Marissa Zanuck, who started the Zanuck Group, and she discusses how it is to be an agent in the LA market today.
So many people that think that you can just make quick money in real estate, and it's really not like that. You need to put your time in. You need to do, the dirty work. You need to learn all aspects of the business.
And my 3 favorite finds in the LA market today. And that's all starting now on the LA Home Show on Focus TV.
I am your host and producer, Alex Worley, filming inside Focus TV's West Hollywood studio. Welcome to Empowerista, a show dedicated to highlighting female trailblazers and empowering you to turn your barriers into breakthroughs.
Hey guys, I'm Amy Papra.
And I'm Justin Walter.
And this is What's Good, the show that's dedicated to positive, uplifting stories from all over the globe.
Welcome to Good Morning LaLa Land. I'm Dr. Erin.
I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jasmine Moye.
And we're making history as the first live streaming daily talk show.
This is where all kinds of shit happens.
Monday through Friday, we are going to be streaming to you live, Los Angeles, at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Alyssa Goodman Show. So Kelly, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Alyssa. This is so fun.
I know.
What's up, Rose girls? I'm Jessica Carroll. Today we're gonna have so much fun because we have fitness personality Katie Austin.
Hey,
we're
thanks
having
for having me on.
with
Cheers.
Katie Austin.
I love it. It
Cheers.
feels like a Saturday.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Millennial Life. I'm your host, Laura Odegaard, and today we are joined by the very beautiful former Miss California and now a TV host, Natasha Martinez. I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
You are tuning in to Slay with Rachel McCourt, and I have a fabulous guest
In studio with me is Liza Glukoff. She's just been named executive producer of programming at Awesomeness TV. I mean, no big deal, but huge. Hi.
Thank you. Hi.
Are we so excited right now?
We are so excited.
I mean,
Thank
we
you for
have
having me.
roses, we have perfect lighting, we've got some Spa Girl vodka in case we get a little crazy.
Hey, Dr. Erin here, teaching universal law and spiritual truth, having a conscious conversation in the heart of Hollywood. And I'm honored to have the guest today, who is Christina Pascucci, who is amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's an honor to be here with you. I so appreciate it.
Today on Moms Matter, we're going to talk about money, 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 something that we all struggle with and we need help with. That's why we have the fabulous Winnie Sun, who's here with us today.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you so much. I know you've been on MSNBC and Forbes, and you are the money expert.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a new magical episode of Soul Reboot. I am your host, Allison Charles. Please welcome and meet this powerful divine queen whose name is Daphne Wayans. I am so happy to be here with you.
I'm so honored to be here. Back, you guys. Gonna play some games with Nail and Bone about the colors. How did you guys come up with these colors? We want to play some games around. We hear that on your website there's a game also, right?
Yes, it's a guessing game. So we don't tell you who's. All the dogs are named after celebrities, rescue dogs, but we don't tell you whose.
Ooh,
So
I like that.
All right, let's figure it out.
Let's play it.
All right.
So this one is named Wolf.
Wolf.
All right.
Oh.
All right, I'll give you guys some clues
Okay.
about Wolf's owner. Wolf's owner is a huge animal advocate. She has a TV show similar to your guys.
Vanderpump.
No.
Ellen.
No. Yes!
Jeslyn.
Yes, it is.
Jeslyn.
I'll take
Wow,
it.
that just went from here to there.
Right?
I got so excited.
It's an elf color
Point
too
for
for the
Ellen.
holidays.
Point for Ellen.
She is my phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. There's no like pop culture questions. That's a Jeslyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I came too quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
Snake came
who do we
quicker.
have next?
So this one is Sunny.
Okay, I'll give you
Share. Just kidding.
Okay, you're picking all the ones,
Sloppy.
these people who have television shows.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she's the queen of talk shows.
Oprah.
Oprah.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, she's
Nice, that's a
OG.
good one.
That was a tie, Rob.
Dr. Erin?
Yeah.
So I'll just go
That
ahead.
might, okay,
I'll go
sorry.
ahead and take it.
That might be the only one I get, so can I get it?
All right, we'll try to get
We'll see,
one.
we'll see.
We'll try to get one in Rob.
Okay.
No, she's gonna win. Come on.
no.
So this one is Gracie Buzzard,
Will.
I know, right?
and she is a local member of the community and a friend of the Focus family.
Richard McCord.
And she's been in here before.
Oh.
Ali
And
Linetree.
she's been very helpful to help getting us off the ground.
Eden Sassoon.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
3 for 3.
Look at she. We already know. I give up.
On it.
Okay, okay.
All right, let's try to find another one. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah.
Here,
That's
this
a great
one
color.
is Baylor.
These are all great colors.
Baylor.
Baylor.
Baylor's owner is she's a Disney famous
Britney Spears.
person. She was the girlfriend of Justin Bieber.
Selena Gomez.
Yes,
Yes.
You got it.
We'll,
All right,
we'll give
Rob.
him one just
Got one,
Okay.
Okay, what else? Here, we got another one. All right, so this one
That's my
is
color, so I
Toulouse.
better win this one because I
better
like
win
that
this.
color.
Oh, Toulouse.
Toulouse.
Toulouse's owner is a major animal advocate. She is a musician. She also was a TV star. She went on tour recently, and on her tour, her musical tour, she brought along rescue dogs, and she paid for the adoptions of any rescue dog.
We have no idea who you are, but we love you so much.
She's one of the largest
global.
Instagram, has one of the largest Instagram followers out there.
Jess knows what she's holding back. She's trying to be nice.
No. I'm having that moment.
No.
Katy Perry.
Well, you might know her because she liked to wear cat ears, even though she has 7 or 6 dogs. But she.
Ariana Grande.
Cat ears.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That was a great tip.
I
That's what
love
gave
all
tips
this so much. I do want to ask one last deeper question because I know earlier Rob had asked what the inspiration, and in the break you kind of had an inspirational thought around advice for people out there, and I just want you to say that again on camera.
You're so good.
I think we can be held back so many times from like pursuing our dreams or our ideas because of other people around us. And so, and I did that for many years. And so I think with Missy, when we were together, an idea popped in my head, having that confirmation from her that, hey, this might work, let's go for it. And then it just kind of snowballed. And then when Eden said she would give us her venue to launch, it was like, okay, one more thing that we could tick off as far as trying to get this to market and bring it to success, and meeting people like Andy and Erin and you that help give us a platform to get our voice out there. And so I think you can always look to a friend and bounce ideas off the friend. And if you believe in yourself and you think there's an opportunity, that you should just go for it. Because what's the worst that can happen? You fail and then you learn from it.
Right?
Absolutely.
And the community, I mean, you guys are amazing because you're bringing in the artists, the singers, the dancers, community-focused TV, Eden, Saloon, all of this, like it's all community, right?
And creativity. I mean, that's the great thing working with these dancers. And it's not just a polish, it's really about, creating and a colorful life.
Well, yeah, and when you have your own, to speak about entrepreneurialism, when you have your own company, even though, what I think is rewarding, aside from, I think everyone aspires to have something financially rewarding. What's rewarding to me is being able to be creatively, have my own voice creatively, and bringing in these dancers, right, leveraging these relationships that we have, and somehow saying, how can we put 2 and 2 together and use these kids and reach out to people that we know, and no one's saying no.
Right.
To us, right?
No, and when you mentioned the dancers, not only are they just dancers, they're the Mickey Mouse Club. They're Nia Sue. I mean, these are some of the most young and influential people in the world.
They are. Yes. They are.
Yes.
I know.
That's so powerful.
And they all love animals. I mean, when we reached out to these kids, a lot of times, these kids are hard to get. They're working dancers and actors and singers. Yep. And when we reached out to them to say, hey, would you guys want to get involved with this and support? And they said, oh, it's for pets? It's for dogs? Yes. And that's what's so nice, is that, so many people out there are willing to help. Animals, it's just they need to be invited.
Right.
And the kids are like change agents. I mean, they have a massive platform, and they have fans that look up to them, for inspiration and to look at, helping in various ways. And so when they came to us and were willing to do this video and then broadcast it out on their platform, and then like the other night at the Rio Universal event, and even Rock Your Hair, Michael and Nicole O'Rourke, who founded Rock Your Hair, they have quite a following, and they opened their doors to us at one of their concert events and gave us a pop-up, which was one way that we met some more. Kristen McKay, the woman who choreographed our video.
So if there's someone out there that wants to get involved, they're like, I want to be involved, I like this whole concept, how can they get involved with you guys specifically?
So they could email Melissa@nailandbone.com or Steve@nailandbone.com.
Or DM us on our Instagram, or go to our website. The email's there. But yeah, a lot of what we've done have been ideas that have come to us. People come and they say, oh, I know this person, you should do this, you guys should be here, we should connect you with, because so many people want to help with dogs.
And the ideas are fantastic. You get puppies, kids. Oh my gosh, that video just had on repeat with it's just incredible. I mean, I just get happy watching the video.
Yeah, well, the music video was an idea from someone we met at an event, the choreographer.
You mentioned the music video. I've had it on repeat since I've watched it. Tell me about making it.
Yeah, Steve and I were at an event called a Rock Your Hair concert, and we had a little pop-up there, and a woman who was a choreographer came up to us and said, I love dogs, my dog just passed away. I am Nia Sue's choreographer, and I know Nia because my daughter danced with Nia at the Abbey Lee Dance Studio, and I said, oh my gosh, and she said, I would love to create a video for you. Let's get this going, and we'll bring these kids in to the video. So she had Nia and a couple other dancers, and then I invited some others that I knew, and you know, we had it filmed at our friend Ellen's house. Ellen runs Deity Animal Rescue. She has literally like 8 dogs at her house at any time. And she has like dog heaven for any rescue dog.
She's actually been in here too. She's part of the Focus family.
Right? And who hasn't? It's
So what are you thinking in terms of, like, you know, just sort of next steps for you guys? What are you most excited about, most looking forward to?
You know, we've done these collections. We have one with Hollywood, which Halle Berry runs, with Melissa Gisoni and Malibu Ziegler, and then the 3 young girl influencers.
Yeah.
But what Steve and I have talked about a lot, and we have not yet really gone down this path, but we would like to organize a brigade of young girls to become social influencers. So very similar to the Girl Scouts of America, how they go out and they sell cookies once a year at little tables at their grocery store or at a local coffee shop. We would love to inspire young girls to take on this product and set up a little table next to their local pet rescue and adoption place, take on this product, so they'll learn to be philanthropic, but also to be an entrepreneur, because they'll take product and then they'll sell it and they'll make a profit and then they'll donate to their charity of choice.
I love that. It's amazing.
So that's
Great
our
idea.
goal. You know, when we're not busy filming music videos and doing events and doing interviews, we'll get to the brigade of social influencers.
So you guys don't sleep. How do you, when do you sleep?
Right? He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Yeah, just stays up, wired,
24/7.
lots of coffee.
Well, when you work with people like Gabe and Leanne, and see their energy that they bring, it's incredibly inspiring to see what they've done with their lives, and to have them as a voice inspiring all these other kids around them. And so,
and I always find it so interesting when like-minded and like-hearted people connect in that way, because you guys are so positive. You're such authentic people. You can feel your generosity in your heart. So the same love that I feel from Gabe and from Will and Leanne, I feel from you guys. It's incredible when those kind of people link up together. I think it's just so inspiring to me personally.
Right.
You as a father, Steve, I'm wondering how this ties in. I know you have 3 boys.
Pregnant pause.
So they are taken to it now, but they don't necessarily want anyone to know what they're doing with it. So it's very different than working for James Cameron in-house and selling $100 million properties and going to New Zealand and doing due diligence for thousands of acres of land. And
now you're naming nail polish colors.
It's like, what are you doing, Dad?
And now I'm hustling nail polish. So I tell my boys, look, you know what? You're going to learn about becoming social entrepreneurs. You're going to learn that making money isn't easy. And if something happens to me, at least they have a basic foundation of what it means relative to starting a business. And it was funny. We were at Santa Monica Place a couple weeks ago at the pop-up I was there with one of my sons. They're 13, 11, and 8. And one of them, 2 hours into it's like, Dad, let's pack up and go. And I was like, well, let's continue. Let's see what happens. And so a few hours went by, and a social beauty influencer by the name of Jasmine Tosh, Sage, walked by. We had no idea who she was. We engaged in a long story with her. And she goes, I love what you're doing. I think this is great. Why don't you give me a couple of your collections? By the way, I'm a beauty influencer. I have over 500,000 followers. I'm going to be at Art Basel next week in Miami. And a good friend of mine's very close friends with Paris Hilton. We'll make sure to get it in her hands. This is probably something she'd love. So I think, like, at first they were hesitant to wanting to be a social. They're like, Dad, of all things, you have 3 boys. Really? Nail polish? And I view it just as a product to support a cause, and that if we can get this right, then we can go beyond just nail polish. The other thing I want to mention about the nail polish that was important to us is that it's cruelty-free, that it's vegan, that it's 8-free, and what that means is it's void of 8 toxins that you can find in other polishes that aren't healthy for you.
I was curious about that.
And that it's also made in the U.S. And so those were key factors for us, not only the fact that we wanted to tie it to pet rescue, but that that we could also connect with Leaping Bunny, which would certify the polish, meaning that the supply chain didn't impact animals.
I love that.
Conscious business at its best.
So where it's all on your social media, what are the handles for everything?
At Nail and Bone.
Okay.
nailandbone.com. A-N-D is spelled out.
Okay, cool. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for all your work, and just you're bringing the community together, making a difference with the dogs, and just helping in so many ways. And we look forward to watching and being involved in all the endeavors.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.